Okay, hi everyone. So I am from the family of the writer of The Little Prince. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry wrote The Little Prince 80 years ago. He was my grandmother's uncle, and I've been working with the Little Prince brand for the past 15 years now. And The Little Prince is a worldwide phenomenon. We sold 200 million books, and we are still selling over 5 million books every year. And this year we are celebrating the 80th anniversary of the Little Prince. The Little Prince is the most translated book in the world, almost 600 translations now, and it's still growing everywhere in the world. The Little Prince is read and known all over the world. America, of course, Latin America, Europe, France, Germany, Spain, and China, Japan. It's a real phenomenon. As I said, we sold 200 million books all over the world since 1943, and we're selling 5 million books. In France, we sold 5 million copies, which is amazing. We had a movie in 2015. We sold 23 million tickets. The movie went on Netflix in the US and UK, and over 30 million people saw the movie. And we are very strong on social media: Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok, YouTube, and every social media. In France, we are selling a lot of books. We have one of the biggest license business we have is publishing. We work with a company called Fleurus, and we sold 1.2 million books in France and in Spain. We have a theme park. 1.2 million people went to see the theme park in France. It's a family park. It's a amusement park, theme park. It's very great. We have a flagship store in Paris as well. We have huge exhibition like the exhibition we had last year in Paris. 150,000 people went to see the exhibition in 4 months. And we even did a pop-up book, and we sold over 1 million copies. All over Europe, we have events, big events. We have a musical in Barcelona. 500,000 people saw the musical already. We have another musical in Spain with Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. We have one in England. We have great partnership, great brands like Calzedonia in Italy. We did Zara in Spain, and we did some great exhibition like one in Brussels, and we had 70,000 people attending the exhibition. We are very good at exhibition, and it's not. I think it's not in the presentation because this is something we're going to add. But now we are very big on immersive exhibition. We have one in Miami that started last year, and we're going to have a big one all over Europe next year with the company Culture Espace, Atelier des Lumières, because immersive exhibition are very important at the moment. As I said, The Little Prince is a bestseller everywhere in the world, and everywhere we sell books, we have licensing deals and licensing success. We have a musical in Brazil. We're working with a company called Premium Paper in Chile. They're selling hundreds of thousands of notebooks all over the world. We are very strong in Mexico. We are very strong in all over Latin America. We even give the name of The Little Prince to hospitals for free, of course, because we have lots of charity things. We'll talk about it later. In the US, we are very, very strong, as I said. You can see on the screen the immersive exhibition we are having in Miami. They are expecting 500,000 people for the first year, and it's starting very strong. Every day, thousands of people get to see the immersive show. We have a jewels company called Reeds, very strong in the US, and we have a global deal on Funko. In Asia, we are very strong as well. We have a museum in Japan. We have We have a museum in Jeju Island, and we're gonna have one in Seoul next year. We work with Sky Entertainment on a video game, and we are selling millions of books. We have something like in China, we have 100 licensee. The licensing like companies like the Beast, and we worked with a very global and very famous brand like Hugo Boss, like Lipton, like Dove, L'Oreal, Pierre Fabre, many great companies working with us in China. The Little Prince in India, maybe you can say a word, David?
Yes, so just to share with you all the different translations existing in India right now. This is not all of the translations existing because this is huge, but in many of the languages existing in India, there have been translations. And every time there is a new translation, the success and the popularity of the brand is growing. So as you can imagine, with all these translations and editions existing, there is a great popularity of the brand in India.
It's a great opportunity. You know, when the book is known, when the book is a success, you can turn it into a licensing success. This is, and we're going to show you a few products we have, because we have hundreds of thousands of products on the market as we speak. It's amazing to see how many products we have. It's becoming crazy because the brand is very big. So we're going to show you some product and some good partnership. This is a high-end partnership we did with IWC watches. We work with Montblanc for many years as well. So yeah, well, let's keep on going. We have a global deal with Sofitel, the hotel, and we are renewing the deal. We worked with them for now 12 years. We have international partners like Moleskine as well. Moleskine did a great job. Did you add Clarins? We have Clarins. We are working with Clarins as well. As I said, we are on books. We are very good. In France, we are working with a company called Fleurus, and we sell 1.2 million books. In Spain, we work with Panini. In Germany, we work with Ars Edition. In the US and all over Latin America, we work with Penguin Books. This is very important to us, having books, because the book is a success. So if you make books about books, like publishing books, licensing books, you can sell many products. And if you adapt like to babies, to kids, to young kids, you can create many books. With Fleurus in France, we have something like 110 different books, and you can see some of them on the screen. This is the kind of kids license we have: toys, plush, lamps, beds, all kind of license we are doing all over Europe. We have a lot of collectible things, like, of course, we get books, we get figurines, resin figurines, coins, candles. People are collectors. When you like The Little Prince, when you love the book, you want to continue the story and bring home something from The Little Prince. And that's why people are collecting things. And collecting Little Prince merchandise is part of The Little Prince history. And we know collectors, they have hundreds and hundreds of products. We are very good on apparels as well. We have, in the past 10 years, we have so many great deals with Oysho, Zara, Calzedonia. We did the French company called Caval. We were selling socks. We work with Hugo Boss in China. So we are working with high-end and famous global company, because they love the Little Prince values, and they love the design, of course. This is something we talked about earlier. We work with Clarins, with Dove, and Cloran. We have great, amazing deals with a famous French company, and you can sell them all over the world. it's very strong in China at the moment. The Clarence line is amazing. We are selling hundreds of thousands of Clarence products. Very good as well on food. We're in China, especially where we have a lot of food license, and in France we've done some chocolate and stuff like that. This is something that works very well on food and beverage, of course. Games, of course, we have classic games, we have video games, we have all kind of range of different products. This is something very important to us, because with game you can share with your family, you can play with your kids, and the Little Prince is all about sharing and creating bonds between generation. You don't read the Little Prince on your own when you're 5 or 6. Someone you love reads the Little Prince to you, your mother, your grandmother. So having games you can play with your family, with your kids, with your parents, is something very important as well. And we have so many more products. We have thousands of products all over the world. We could go for all day, because we have 350 different licensees all over the world, and they're all making hundreds of products. So this is huge. As I said, we got a movie in 2015. Before that, we made an international 3D TV series animated in 2010, and we have a brand new TV series coming up for Christmas and all over the world next year. It's a 2D animated series for the kids with a small episodes of 11 minutes. I'm not sure we have a broadcaster in India at the moment, but we are working on it. This is the movie success. On the left, you can see the different the posters we had all over the world, and on the right you can see the first country that will be broadcasting the new TV series: Italy, USA, France, of course, Brazil with Globo, etc., and Israel, and etc., etc. We have great values. That's what people like about the Little Prince. The Little Prince is about sharing, is about loving, is about friendship, is about everything that families and mother and people love. So this is very important. Lots of company wants to work with us because they love the values we carry. So this is very, very important to all of us. And protecting the planet is one of our value. Last year, we planted a forest, the Little Prince forest in France, because we want to, we know with the Little Prince, we are polluting because we are making product and we are traveling, etc. So we want to compensate every CO2 we are producing by planting trees, and that's what we're doing. So in a few years, you will visit the Little Prince forest, and it's going to be great because it's going to help the planet to recover. So as I said, the Little Prince is all about links between generations. We have product for the kids, we have product for the mother, we have product for everyone. And this is something that will bound and unite your family, because you will read the book to your kids and you will buy product for you and your kids. Well, so that's why we have fancy notebooks with Moleskine and plush for the kids. So everybody, we have product for every generation. On the brand animation, of course, we celebrated in 2023 the Little Prince anniversary. Next year, we will remember Antoine de Saint-Exupéry's passing. It was 80 years ago, and we are very strong on brand animation. That's what we do with David, doing an amazing work. We are very strong on social media, and we are having like very famous people like Olivier Roustin from Balmain working with us, doing videos, helping us on the charity things, because this is very important to us. In 2023, we we gave the Little Prince image for free to an hospital, so they could use the Little Prince on their advertisement to raise money for the cancer research for childs. So in 2024, we are working on the program as we are going to have exhibition all over the world, in China, in Istanbul. We're going to have in the US, of course. We're going to have like 3 or 4 different exhibitions in France. We're going to have one in Germany. This is something. This is growing, you know. In 2023, we're gonna have a lot of new partnership, a lot of new licensee, a lot of. We cannot talk about it at the moment because it's a secret. But we have 2 huge global companies that will launch a product in January and February in 2024. You will hear about it, but we have a lot coming up on the Little Prince because people love the brand. It's growing, and we have new market opening, and we hope India will be one of them. This is the team. I work with Olivier Daguet, he's the head of the estate, and David is the head of marketing, is working with Morgan, Lauren, and Sophie on sales. So this is the team. We are a small team. We go fast, and when we can seize an opportunity when we see one, because our job is to make sure the Little Prince grows and the Little Prince gets bigger every year. Thank you. If you have any question, let me know.
Well, thank you, Thomas, for that presentation and taking us into the brand's journey, and how you've sort of also populated this brand so beautifully across the world with different products and product lines and merchandises. So we are now open to a few questions from our delegates. So any questions that you have, and we start by asking you this, that in regards to, as you said, about the TV series that you're planning to bring to India, when is it likely that it is going to come? Because the more sort of the TV brings a great amount of resonance and a great amount of affection towards the brand. So what are the plans for that?
I don't have the answer at the moment, but the company who made the cartoon, Media One, they are selling the rights. So I'm going to ask them to see if they have any lead at the moment in India, but this is something. We want the Little Prince to go global, so we want it on TV. So if you know any broadcaster, maybe if you can help on that, maybe we can talk about it. Do you have any contact with TV channels?
Yes, we can certainly connect you with them.
We can get you in touch with the person in charge for that.
Sure, happy to do that.
And who is doing the publishing for Indian market?
I have to take some more questions from the audience.
Yeah. Sachin has a question. Can you repeat your question?
Dheeraj is asking who is doing the publishing in the Indian market for you.
Yes.
Actually, at the moment, the Little Prince, the book, is in public domain. So we have a lot of different editions of the classic of the book. But on the publishing part, on the licensing part, if you want to license the book to create new books, like what we do in France with Fleurus, we don't have a partner at the moment, so we'd love to have one. So if you have any interest on that, any lead, that would be perfect, because you could either buy the right of the existing books or find a publisher, and we could work on an exclusive deal in India. That would work.
I think a little bit of a modeled take on the publishing that you are doing in France on the different stories. If you could share a little bit of modeled idea on that, we have a couple of publishing houses who will be interested in here.
Okay, as I said, if you have any opportunity on that, when we want to build a market like what we did in the US in the past 5 years. 5 years ago, there was nothing in the US, and we started with gift and publishing. This is the two main aspects of the licensing we're doing. And once you get that, people will see the product in bookstores, people will see in gift shop, and then you will bring some new licenses. That's always how it works. Of course, the TV series could help, and we talked about it. We're gonna get you in touch with a distribution person.
So what is typically the age group that it best resonates with The Little Prince? I mean, you know, from an age group wise, what is your global experience in children's category?
Actually, we have product for every age. We have product for babies, we have product for kids, product for boys, girls, and we have all kind of range of products. The thing you have to get in mind with The Little Prince, the mother is always the person who will buy the product for the kids. You will never see a kid going to a store and say, "Mom, I want The Little Prince." The mother, she read the book, she knows the book, she loves the book, she likes the values of The Little Prince, and she wants to raise her kid in a friendly and poetic and beautiful environment. So she will buy product for the kid and she will buy product for herself. That's our target. Our target is 75% female from 30 to 45, educated, and people who read the book, actually. And sure. Of course, the TV cartoon can help because you know it can you know, you can see the bigger picture, you know.
Sure. So we have a couple of questions that have come. So how do you plan to market the character for the Indian market, and the market is more inclined towards media and animation here? So Ayushi is asking this.
Okay. Actually, we are thinking global, and of course we act local. We have every year we are creating new art, new style guide, because we have the drawing from the book, people love them, and every year we're creating something like 30 new pieces, and we are, of course, we listen to the market, you know. Like for instance, in China, people are different from Europe, you know. They don't like the same product and they don't buy the same product. So we have to adapt. So we will have to work together to adapt The Little Prince, some of the drawings for the market, because of course we don't eat the same thing, we don't buy the same thing, we have different culture, we have different approach, we have different background. So if we have to adapt The Little Prince to your market, we will do it together.
Sure. There's another question. So the collaborations that you've done with Hugo Boss or Clarence, are they more limited edition or are they seasonal or yearly?
Actually, we have all kind of things. Clarence, it was for 1 year, and since it was a huge success, we renewed it for another year. Hugo Boss was just for 1 year, but if you talk about IWC, it's been 15 years. Moleskine, 12 years. Montblanc, 6 years. So it depends. It depends on how you want to work. We can work on a big event, like a one shot, or we can build something. We love to build something. As I said, working 15 years with IWC is amazing. I can tell you, in France, we are selling, you know, coins, gold coins and stuff. We're working with a company called Monnaie de Paris, and we've been working with them for 30 years. So, you know, you tell me how many years you want to work with us. We'll do it.
Everything is possible. Boss, they decided to do something during the Kixi Festival, which is the Valentine's Day in China, and they made a huge pop-up store in a mall in Shanghai. So everything is possible, and we can do everything with the brand for any event or for long-term collaboration.
Sure. So I think that is about it when it comes to questions. I want to thank Thomas and David for really taking the time here and introducing us to The Little Prince. It's been a pleasure listening to it. And of course, we're very excited about having Little Prince in India soon and a lot of merchandise coming in.
Okay.
The license is now open, as Thomas and David have mentioned, that it's open for various categories across India, and there's certainly some existing publishing that has already been there in India, which is quite well read, and it's read across languages in the country. So the popular itself has a lot of resonance in the Indian market with the children's market. And going forward, we would love to see more merchandise and extended categories, both on the product side as well as on the service side, coming to form in India. So thank you very much for joining us today,
Namaste.
Thomas, David. Namaste to you too, and
Thank you,
look
Thomas.
forward to
Thank you.
having more of your products in the Little Prince soon here in India. Any final words you want to say before we wrap up the
If you need
webinar?
anything, presentation, decks, images, newsletters, anything, let us know. We have everything. So we have everything translated in English, so we can share every information we gave you today.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much. Have a nice day. Bye.
Tu restes, David?
Non.
Tu restes?
Yes.
Si.
Yes.
Hop.
Yes. We're not closing
Bye.
this. Yeah.